Hello YouTube artist, I'm Kelly Hernig and welcome to In the Studio. Today is the first day of my 100-day project. Now I'm doing 100 days of words and things for my project and I'm eager to get started. But first, let me share with you, to find out more about the 100-day project, go to the100dayproject.org for more information. I'm using a Sea White of Brighton concertina sketchbook in the A5 size. I'll have all of my supplies linked in the video description box below. I'm also using my new palette. This is my studio palette for 2025. And I'm going to be using the Princeton Aqua Elite Long Round number 8, only because of the point, because I need a sharp point for my lettering. What I have so far is just my cover page done. And I wanted to share how I start my book, because I like to draw a couple things first and then I will paint, and then I'll draw the next set and then I will paint. Remember, I'm doing one item per day. I want it to take 5 to 10 minutes, that's it. So let me talk a little bit about design first. Because I'm doing words and things, I already have some words typed out so that I can interject them wherever I feel needed. I know this is going to go on the bottom down here, ready, set, go, because I want it to just feel like a game for me right now so that I keep going and doing it. I don't really have the habit yet, so I want to make sure that I'm inspired to do that. What I have here is the cover so far. And then I have a pencil drawn down here. The pencil is about right here. I knew I wanted the pencil here. That's why I moved my type upwards so that I could put something down here. I didn't want to start something up here because it's not long enough. I didn't like the idea of it going like this. See how it kind of breaks that up? I liked it better here where it kind of tucks in. And that way I feel a lot more confident with it being there. But you know I have to start with the leaf. So I already have a leaf drawn up here. The reason why is I wanted something, once I had the pencil drawn like this, I was like, you know, it would feel nice is something sweeping down that way. So I want you to think about when you're designing, move your hands. Like right now you can see everything's kind of over the side. It's kind of angled this way. So for me, that means it's just like a sweeping motion. So I can sweep this way and I can then continue the arc this way. I can continue the point here. I've got several lines of design that I could go after. So I'm going to just put this back where that is. And again, this is cut off here. So you can see it's a nice start. It doesn't feel too heavy, but yet I've got several areas. I can put something here. I can hang something from here. I can push something off of here. I can put a box down here. I can put an object, pretty big object over here. And that's what I'm looking for. What will keep me going in my design? Now, part of my thing for this year too is I want to almost do seasonal things. So right now it's winter. I'm in the Chicago area. It's freezing cold. And all I've been thinking about is ice, penguins, and trees with snow on it. I know that sounds funny. So here's what I kind of went. I went to my little box and I pulled out some items. I've got a little tree that I thought he would be cute somewhere. I've got a little penguin. It's a pair of a salt and pepper shaker. I just like the way he is. He looks like he's kind of dancing, and he would look nice sitting on a block, sitting on a word, anything. I just really liked that he's got arms and his beaks are going in every direction. And then I pulled out just some game pieces. Remember the ready, set, go. So I wanted to pull, I've got some beads, I've got an old time checker, I've got a domino, I've got a little wooden piece like this. I've got some charms. So I've got a little charm here, I've got a charm here, I've got a little car charm. I've got a little nest. See how cute that is? And then I've got this ring. See the ring? I just think this is a really neat thing to kind of form as something to stand something on. And then I've got two little items. I've got a little seal. Let's see if you can see him. A little seal with a ball. And then I've got this little bitty chick. Now, I know they don't look like winter at all, so I will probably use the penguins. But since I've got the leaf here and the pencil here, what I was thinking about this space up here is I can easily put something like this. You know, it's round. I think it will look cute just sitting up there. It doesn't really garner your attention, but I could also put something like the little chick up there too. He's kind of cute. I could do a little penguin. So with Ready, Set, Go here, what I really want to do is box in this go. And what I was thinking is it would look cool inside of a domino. So I might just do a box that's a singular box and then do a domino up above and then maybe put my penguin up here. Now, when you're dealing with something that's directional like that, you see the beak is pointing. Right now they look like they're having a conversation, which is great. But you got to watch all these limbs going everywhere. You can turn them this way and you can see his arm is now moving the direction. If you turn him one more time, his beak and his arm is making you look this way. So right now you've got him kind of sliding downward and then that focusing your attention going that way, you see, because of the dark area here of his wing, but also the beak. So when you have something like that, be mindful of the direction that they're pointing to, because I want to go forward. Remember, this is 100 days, so I want to lead your eye into it. Because everything is so jumbled right now with all of this really linear, it seems very linear with the words all lined up and the only thing organic is the leaf. So I thought it would look kind of cool with something hanging from the leaf like that. And I wanted a circle. Notice everything except for the roundness up here of the zeros, everything else is feeling kind of linear. So I need some softer lines. Even this guy, I could set it on something like this, where it's a round base, and I could set it up like this. I could put the word go in between under here, you know, if I wanted. But see how different that makes him look? It's not as heavy because now he's got a permanent base there. I could turn it this way so that this is on the block that way. That's kind of nice. What I don't like is it's circle and circle now in the same exact line. So I would have to change something there. I would probably make that circle a little bit bigger to move him up just a little bit more. But you can see how the design is already forming. And I like to get ahead of it if I can, because I will take the time to do 3 or 4 different drawings at one time, just so that when I sit down to paint, I'm always painting. I hope that makes sense. In the first video, I talked about gathering things. That's exactly what I've been doing for the last couple days, is just gathering little items so that they're on my desk and they're ready to draw in a minute's time. Now, I love this green, and I'm going from red to like this turquoise blue to this green and then a darker blue. And I want to go to my yellows here. This is my yellow color, but I want to go to a more muted yellow. I want it to definitely feel like a pencil. I like these more green colors too, but I don't want it competing with that little and. So I think I'm going to go with these. I've got this yellow green and the Mars yellow, yellow gray and the Mars yellow. I think that's what I'm going to base this pencil out of. So this is my yellow gray, and then that's my Mars yellow. You can see how bright they are. Got to clean that off first. You see that just took the color straight down. It took the brightness right out of it. That's exactly what I wanted. I may even add a little bit of the French gray here just to make it a little lighter in some areas. A little bit of water on my brush. Rinsing my brush with just water now. And I'm going to pick up that darkness on the bottom here. I'm going to touch a little bit of brown. So I have Van Dyke brown into it. And while this is wet, I just want to add the darkness right at the bottom layer. A little more yellow right above that. And I'm going to splash. For the eraser and the flesh part, I'm going to be using this Strawberry Velvet. I'm going to add a little bit of the French gray with that. Touch a little bit of yellow in there. Going to add a little bit more Strawberry Velvet to that. That's going to be the eraser color. A little bit more at the bottom. Now I want a gray, so I know that I can use this Lunar Blue. It's a dark blue, and I can use the Van Dyke brown together. And it will make a nice gray. Look at that. I'm going to touch a little bit of the French gray into it so that I have a lighter version and a darker version. That same gray color, I'm going to do the lead up here. I'm going to go into my just plain yellow right now, the Mars yellow. Touch a little bit of the yellow gray into it. I'm going to add just a little touch of brown to the flesh of the pencil here. I want it to look shaded. So where the shadow is there, I'm just pulling that line straight up. And there is my first day pencil, day one. I use the Unipen in the 01 to write my days, so I just write 01 right next to it. And let me bring you up so you can see it. I'm already off to a great start. Thanks for being here while I paint day one. I really appreciate it. If you were inspired by today's video, please like, comment, or subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for watching.